And whatever you do in word or deed, do everything in the name of the Lord, giving thanks to God the Father through him.
Where's that sponsorship, Ford? Nah, just kidding. Hello,
We're
everyone.
still waiting.
Yeah, hello, everyone. Welcome to Bumper Sticker Wisdom. I'm Jason.
And I'm John.
Brother John's going to say a quick little prayer and we'll get started.
Yes, sir. Father in heaven, thank you as always for giving us this opportunity in this time. We ask that you anoint it and ordain it for anybody who's hearing it right now, that whatever it is that they need to hear is exactly what they hear right now, because we know that you have an answer for every single thing that we have to deal with. We love you, Father, and we thank you that you have a plan. And it's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
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 Amen. Welcome to season 3.
Yeah. Oh, she can go away.
Yeah, we just started
Season
year
3.
3. Today. It feels weird.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it feels weird because, well, I mean, it's weird the timing of everything, right? So we're recording today will come out after the first of the year. The one we recorded last week will come out right before the first of the year. And so it kind of lands just a little bit funny, but we're still the week before Christmas as we sit right here, or a couple days before Christmas as we sit in the room right now.
Yeah. So 22nd?
Yeah,
Dude, it's going to be
22nd.
78 on Christmas Day.
Crazy, record highs.
Yeah. Probably going to be the hottest
Boring.
it's ever been in Amarillo, friggin' Texas on Christmas Day in the history of ever.
Boring.
Yeah.
Boring. I like cold weather.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to say that I want snow because I'm on call if it snows.
I prefer to not.
I don't
have
want to be
that.
on call if it snows, but I'm not necessarily on call, but got to handle crazy stuff. Yeah.
I prefer to not have to deal with that, like the ice and the snow and stuff. But I like
I'd love
cold, crisp mornings.
I want a 34-inch freaking snow right before Christmas Day.
We just snowed in. Everybody snowed in. And
Everybody
nowhere.
snowed in. We're just going to sit here and stare at the Christmas tree all day.
As long as we don't lose power.
Yeah, that's the biggie right there. I mean,
You saw what happens when we get like 4 inches of rain in an hour. Like, dude,
oh yeah,
flood cities in this area with that.
well around here because the drainage is so terrible. But
Yeah. Well, it's because we're not built for heavy rains like that. You know? Don't be tired already.
I was thinking.
What you thinking, brother?
I was thinking. It's really hard not to get tired in such a comfortable chair. Serious, dude.
We finally got some different chairs.
Yeah, and if I had one of these anywhere other than right here, I'd be sleeping in it, dude. I promise you.
It's substantially more comfortable than what we had.
I would sleep in this chair in a heartbeat.
Well,
I mean, look.
I was sitting out here pre-gaming before you got here, just kind of watching a video or whatever. I was watching that video about the Pontius Pilate's letter to Caesar or whatever, and I was leaned back in that chair like dozing, like, whoa, bro, you got to get up, man. We still got a podcast to do.
It'd be easy. It'd be real easy.
It'd be real easy. This is one of those days where I come in really with not much on
I don't have nothing either, and it's been such a drag ass day that it really has been. It's been crazy.
Creepy crawly, like not
dude.
moving at all.
Oh no, I mean I was literally just moving parts around and I mean cleaning my office,
Busy
and
work,
getting rid of all my calendars because you know when I go back it's going to be after the first of the year, and
Right.
just trying to do anything to keep moving. Keep some kind of busy going on, dude.
So you'll work today, tomorrow, and then out, or you work Wednesday,
today, tomorrow, and then I'd go back the 5th.
Gotcha.
12 days. 12 days off.
12 days off. 12
Last
days
year,
of Christmas.
last year I had 15, but it's because I had back surgery.
You had the back surgery right before, right?
Yeah.
Well, we've been talking a lot about recent episodes have encompassed a lot of things. We talked a lot about Job recently. We've related a lot of things back to Job. I've related a lot of things back to David in a lot of our conversations. I got pretty vulnerable last week about a situation I was dealing with in my own behavior, which was pretty tough. It was tough.
That's a tough ask to confess.
Yeah.
Especially for the public ear to hear, because I mean, it shocked me.
Yes.
Like massively shocked me.
Go ahead.
I want to talk to you about something, because not to spread your business.
Yes, sir.
But I was talking to my wife about it.
Okay.
And I was just trying to get her thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay. Wasn't like, I kept it real vague.
All she has to do is listen to the show.
Oh, I know. I know, but I kept it real vague because that episode hadn't come out yet. So I didn't want it to be like, oh, good, well, guess what? So I kept it very vague.
Yeah.
And I asked her, I was asking her thoughts. And I hadn't really even said who it was yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she was like, oh, that's not that bad.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. She was like, who was it? Like, and I was like, well, it was John. She's like, oh, no, that wasn't that bad at all. And so then I was like, okay. Because I didn't know. I was like, shit, dude.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Does it change dependent upon the person that was involved?
Well, no. I just was like, at first, I was just like, what? You're kidding me. Because
yeah. I mean, ultimately,
it happens. Life happens.
Right.
Things happen.
That's that double-edged thing. And we kind of touched on it while we were in the midst of the podcast. People will take it to both extremes.
Yeah.
Either
some people that are going to keep flirting with it till something evolves.
Right.
And there's some people that are going to shut it down.
Some people will hear what happened and be like, that's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
And some people will hear it and be like, dude, you might as well have been cheated on her. Right. That's exactly where I was at. In my heart, I felt also based on what I know about my relationship with Christ and what Christ talks about.
It wasn't so much. I think you were more just disappointed in yourself.
100%. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then to listen.
But the part about it is there was probably part of you that was like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
100%.
It's not.
I flirted with it, dude. I did.
Yeah,
and that made me feel bad.
Yeah,
and
that's
wrong.
what got you.
Yeah,
that's what got you was the idea of like, you know what I mean? That brief little.
This wouldn't be that hard.
Yeah.
Nobody would ever know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what happens.
Well, no. Somebody knows. Somebody's going to know.
Right.
And 9 times out of 10, it's going to come out anyways because something else is going to happen.
100%.
I mean, the herpetogonosyphilitis. I mean.
The worst possible outcome. Or a baby. Or some crazy stuff like that. You know what I mean?
You're not fixed?
No.
Me neither, bro. Let's go.
Yeah. I can't reach you from that far.
I was supposed to be trying to get myself set up over the break.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I had surgery last year. I'm not going to do it to myself this year.
Right? And ruin my whole vacation.
Yeah. Dude, no. I got plans.
You're right. I am not. I could still get a woman pregnant. That's nothing to be afraid of in my current relationship.
Every now and then, though, I mean, you got to wonder, like, is it dust or?
Yeah. Spider
What was
web.
my joke last week? Yeah, how do you know you're getting old and you have wet dreams and dry dreams and wet farts? Yeah.
Or when it starts spitting dust.
Yeah, there's like cobwebs coming out of it.
Yeah.
There ain't no swimmers in there, bro. No. They're all dead.
So yeah, no, it was difficult. It really was hard for me to.
It's a vulnerable moment.
To say all of that to you and to the world.
I could tell by the way you were looking at me when you were telling me.
Yeah.
Because you had that look on every like.
Well, and I don't want to look. To be fair, not that I felt any kind of judgment from you. I want you to hear that. Like I didn't feel like you were.
Oh, I was judging you hard. I'm just kidding.
Liar. You're a liar. I didn't feel as though you were judging me, but I could feel also a level of almost a level of like, because you're shocked, there's a level of disappointment there, right? It's like kind of like, damn, I'm surprised by that. Like that you would even allow yourself to be in that position. And that's how I felt about myself.
There was no disappointment. It just was shock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like,
You said, I have a list of friends.
I do have a list of friends that I would expect that from, and you are not on that list.
Which is, it kind of, okay, so that's why I had two feelings there. It's like, I don't know whether to be proud of that or disappointed.
No, that's something to be proud of, but it's just like, I don't know. I'm not going to drag it in anymore.
Yeah,
you know, it's like dragging a freaking skeleton in a freaking wagon. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, and we've been talking about like being part of this 010 club, right? Like how we're like in that point. We don't bat 1,000. You know what I mean? Jesus does that for us. And then I very openly shared a part of myself where I felt like I missed the mark.
Okay. So you know what's crazy? Remember, I don't know, it's been several episodes ago. I asked you, what does a man after God's own heart look like?
Yeah.
So I've been thinking,
okay,
and that's probably why this is going to suck, is because I've been thinking. But you know how I think? Like I think sporadically, very sporadically, all over the place, all at one time.
Yeah.
But, you know, it talks about David was a man after God's own heart.
Right.
And I asked you, like, what do you think that looks like?
Yeah.
And I may be wrong, but here's kind of what I think it looks like. Let's just say some random guy, right? He knows he's failing in every area, but he's trying to do, like, let's just say he's trying to read the Bible. Let's just say he's trying to pray. Let's just say like he's not going to church per se, but he's thinking about church and he's thinking about these things and he's actively doing things to make himself better. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
I kind of feel like that would be what a man after God's own heart would look like.
Yep.
Now, the reason I say it that way is because you can be the holiest of the holy. I mean, humanly holiest of the holy.
Right.
And fail miserably.
100%.
But it's the actions you're taking.
Right.
It's how you're trying to correct your corrective measures. You know what I mean?
Right. And I took extreme measures to try to correct that.
Exactly.
Right?
So that's what I'm saying. Like when we talk about all this stuff and we're talking about, or when we were talking about a man after God's own heart, that's kind of what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
I could see how that could be a consideration because look at all the things that David did.
Yep. 100%.
Not comparing either one of us to David, but
no.
Dude,
I get it. I get
he was flawed. He was a very flawed human being.
So, and I brought this up last episode too, and I was talking about how the interaction between him and Bathsheba, how that was a totally sinful venture.
Yeah.
Right. And God was not happy with David on how he
didn't, and that was the birth of
Solomon. I told you I had to fact check myself. Solomon came from David and Bathsheba.
Yeah.
And Solomon ends up being
Bathsheba or Bathsheba?
Bathsheba.
Interesting.
It's interesting that he saw her in a bath. I don't know.
And her name is Bathsheba.
I don't know what that has to do with it or
Sheba. We need to find out what Sheba means.
I don't know. Let's see.
What if it's like skank, like Bath Skank, and that's her name is Bathsheba.
You know, in the Hebrew culture, names are very important.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, please don't be anything bad.
Oh, it's gonna be great. Watch.
Let's see what it means in Hebrew. Daughter of the oath. Oh my goodness.
Oh, a daughter of 7.
Or daughter of 7, combining.
Married to 7. I don't know.
It signifies completeness or a vow
Shiva.
reflecting her
Bathsheba. Role. That's how it's pronounced.
Bathsheba. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It says.
That's also like Shabbat, and if you look at how it's spelled, it's kind of. Or maybe I say it wrong.
Significant covenants and fulfillment, but also broken covenants. She had her role in that.
Oh yeah, she fulfilled a jacked up covenant. You know what I mean?
She broke some rules there too because he laid with her, right? Like when they say that's just a nice way of saying they had sex.
They boned,
right? Yeah, and I don't. Of course, I don't know. I know that culturally speaking, she had no rights. It's not like she could say no.
Yeah,
it's kind of how I feel. But I come from a place where I don't know. Somebody who wants to be faithful would fight, right? You're going to have to take it from me kind of situation, right?
A rape situation.
Right.
Yeah.
And that doesn't sound like that's what happened.
Well, isn't it? Okay, so I really probably shouldn't even say this on like aloud, but isn't it?
Well, I mean, if you got a question, we got to ask it.
Well, so am I correct in the? I don't. This is sound terrible, but I've heard this somewhere, obviously. But isn't it like Muslim women, as long as they don't have like vaginal penetration, like
That's
sodomy is like a huge thing.
It's an acceptable alternative.
Yeah, so like
That's a really good question.
they're considered unpure and all this stuff if something happens to the front area, but the back area can get wrecked, and then they're still all right.
Good question.
You shit over a 5-wire fence while you're standing up, but
That's
my analogies are kind of thrown off, dude.
Dude, it's one of the things I'm going to remember about you forever. I promise you that much. I don't know that. I don't know. I wish I did. And I mean, we could look it up, I guess.
How would you even look that up? Is
okay.
anal penetration considered okay amongst the Muslim community? I mean,
I think
it's that's such a weird.
What religion is it acceptable to?
Oh man, it brought up all kinds of crazy stuff,
oh
like
my
right
gosh.
off the bat. Like if you just left it, what religion is it acceptable? It had like, oh, dude,
oh Lord.
Oh shit!
It's all
so
over
I
the place.
butchered that. Okay, Islam sees anal sex as forbidden. Okay, so I butchered that. My apologies.
It's Judaism.
Okay, yeah.
It says
Same side of the pond.
Same side of the pond. It says Judaism, general view. Okay, this is not us. We don't. This is not knowledge we're taking out of our head. This is thank you Google search. We didn't do this ourselves.
Oral and anal sex are permitted within marriage if both within marriage.
Marriage partners. Remember me telling you that like sexual immorality kind of like once you're in what's ever acceptable in a marriage relationship kind of goes out the window as long as it's okay between both parties. Now, if you're going to do it from a Christian standpoint or from a biblical standpoint, that only involves man and woman.
Let me ask you this. How does that same philosophy portray how is it with swingers? Because it's not, marriage isn't defined as a man and multiple women. It's defined between a man and a woman. Okay. So as swinger, they can both be okay with it.
Yeah. So does that then mean that that's okay?
Yeah, that's
okay. The only argument that I would have opposed to that is think about what Christ said. Don't you know that once you do that with a person, you are now joined to that person forever?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like there has to be a line of sanctity, right? It should be between you and your one spouse.
Yeah.
Right. And look, I know the Bible says that David had concubines, which just means side pieces, essentially. David had multiple wives. I understand that. I understand that the Bible says those things. It's not saying that it's okay. It's just saying that's what happened.
That's what it was.
That's what happened. Right.
Here's the facts. This is
the facts are this is what happened. It's not saying
boy was a player.
Yeah. Not saying we're cool with it. God's not saying I'm cool with it. God's not saying I'm cool with slavery. Clearly he wasn't. He didn't like the Hebrew folks to be enslaved to the Egyptians. That's why he set them free, right? Totally. But it's saying that it was a thing. It's a practice. He's trying to tell you, you messed that up, not me.
Yeah.
You treat each other that way, not me, right? So anyway, interesting. That's not where I thought that conversation would end up. And interesting that it, in Islam, it's absolutely not.
Yeah. Okay. So I have really misunderstood the poop hole loophole.
Okay.
So soaking,
Oh my
non-penetrative acts, soaking or anal sex, poop hole, loophole. My God.
Oh my God. I cannot believe that is on the screen right now.
I can't believe I've seen it.
I knew if anybody was going to see that, it would be you. It says it's going through a list of religions and what's acceptable and unacceptable. It says Mormonism, LDS. This is not me. This is what it says on the screen. Soaking and poop hole loophole.
Some teens in abstinence pledges engage in non-penetrative acts, soaking or anal sex.
I'm assuming that's a handy.
What?
Non-penetrative acts?
Well, but what is soaking?
I
know what poop hole loophole means. Them ones,
I guess soaking I guess soaking is just the tip, right? I don't know.
Come on, we'll play just the tip or ouch, you're on my hair.
Oh,
not
wow.
Not to quote Vince Vaughn or anything, but
how do we
to
end up
skirt rules? But this is unofficial doctrine and it carries STI risks.
Yeah, I don't know how do we end up on this stuff? Dude?
I know indigenous religions. Let's go. I want to. Okay, yeah. Let's really dig.
Oh, some modern Native American traditions historically accepted and included roles for non-binary and homosexual individuals in their religions. Key factors.
That's why they call them Aztecs.
Aztecs. Key factors: consent, procreation, marital unity, and specific religious texts.
Wow.
So, wow, dude.
Well, I got way off into left field.
That is as far out. I don't know if we've been further in left field than this one right here.
I think about the last 30 seconds of this camera was like...
Oh, did you zoom in on yourself or what?
I moved it because I was leaning back.
Oh, I see. Wow. Anyway.
The poop hole loophole, dude. That's freaking great.
You're never going to forget
dude, that's great. That's so great, man. I'm sorry. That is pure gold.
That is, yes.
Dude, it's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm going to make sure I screenshot that and share it.
Yeah, well, everybody knows we're not full of crap.
I did not make this up. Wow.
Yeah, we're not pulling it out of our poop hole loophole.
Well, and it goes to... I said something a couple weeks back when we were going over the 010s and we were talking about sexual immorality. I said it's anything against the natural, which isn't exactly true because poophole loophole is not natural, right? I mean, I don't think it was intended for that, right?
Yeah, it's an exit.
It's an exit only. It's not.
You don't take an exit getting onto the freeway. You're gonna have a hit on.
That's the worst. The best possible or worst possible. I don't know which one.
Yeah, but the description fits.
It's dead on.
It's like docking.
Oh wow.
Oh my God. Okay.
Dear Lord, thank you, Jesus.
Holy crap, dude.
Anyway, what I actually meant to revisit that a little bit because I do know that or believe that things that are acceptable within marriage are acceptable, right? Even though it may not be natural. And, look, my opinion is that it should be between man and woman and that's it.
Yeah.
Right? That's just the way I see it. And that really doesn't have anything to do with the Bible for me. Now, the Bible does state that that's wrong, okay? I will say that. But that's not where I formed that opinion. I formed that opinion through my own life, feeling like that's just not right. It's just the same thing as the situation with me and the Snapchat girl. It was wrong.
Yeah. I just wonder because...
I think we have.
I heard a story
from
I don't quite remember who, but talking about they have a swinger friend, and she was saying that it's okay as long as both people, or as long as both couples agree.
Yeah,
and that seems pretty.
I think that on some level, you're right. However, if I'm going to do this from this position, like from a Christian perspective,
It's wrong.
and I'm going to go to
every way.
Christ, right? I'm going to rely on what Christ taught. Christ taught that interaction isn't that nonchalant.
Yeah.
It's serious. It means something.
Yeah.
So
That's why so many people wait till they're married, or well, used to.
And I
don't
think
know
it's
if
making a
that's
comeback, actually.
Yeah, hopefully.
But I'm just saying it. I think that Christ said something to the effect of, "Don't you know that when you do that, you're joined together forever?"
His DNA is swapped,
Yeah, I mean, you're there.
especially if your pullout game's weak.
Definitely weak in that area myself. Could never do it myself personally. But yeah, you see what I'm getting at. Like, I think that if anything could change about this world, that would make it a much better place. Like, I don't know how far gone we are as far as that goes. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I always want to feel like there's some sort of hope.
Well, yeah, I do too, but I really hate the fact that Western society has become so perverted.
Yeah.
As well, it's not just Western society; it's everywhere. But you have things that happen regularly that you're seeing, and it's just like,
What are we doing?
yeah,
It's now
but that's the
become commonplace for horror movies to come out on Christmas.
yeah.
You know, or violent movies to come out for Christmas. You remember us talking probably like episode 16 about Western society, how they determine what's Western? It has to do with how the world split. We're on the western side of the Grand Meridian, I think that's what they call it. So north and south is the prime meridian. Prime meridian. So north and south is the equator, east and west is the prime meridian.
Yeah.
Everything west of the prime meridian is the western world, and everything east is the eastern world, and that involves most of Europe, us.
But what's crazy, if you travel west far enough,
You end up in
eventually
the east.
the east is going to be your west.
Yeah, I know. It's the don't get it to make sense. It ain't gonna. I don't know. It just. I don't want to think that the world is so far gone that there's zero hope, right? I feel like there's still hope for people while we're here. Until Christ has come back and like this whole thing has happened, the whole thing is finished. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's still hope. Even when I read through Revelation last time, like I think I pointed out to you multiple times where it says, like, this happened and they had a chance to turn, and they still chose this direct. Like, it happened several times during the opening of the seals.
I got something that just popped into my head.
Go ahead. You don't have to raise your hand.
Okay, you know, we were talking about you can keep traveling west and eventually you're in the east, but you're always traveling west.
Mm-hmm.
How come if you always travel north, at some point you start to travel south?
Yeah, because east and west never end.
Well, north and, I mean, if you take the globe and you flip it around, it'd be the same thing. But how come, you get what I'm saying?
It's because you're always pointing west because it's going sideways, right?
Yeah.
You want to look it up?
But that's, yeah, I'm like tripped out
It's
right
dumbfounded. But yeah, when you're traveling north and south.
now. Yeah, but if you flip the globe.
If you did that and east and west was north and south, it would do the same thing. It has something to do with coming over the top rather than around the edges. Because if you're going east, same here. If you go east, as you come around, you're still going to be facing east, right? You're just not in the eastern hemisphere.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of conversation this is, but whatever.
Travel north long enough, you eventually must turn south. But it has to do with the
Axis of the earth.
perpendicular axis.
Yeah. So how the world's rotating east and west. It's not rotating north and south. Right? So there's no poles like it says, there's no poles, there's no eastern pole and western pole, which are fixed points.
I don't think the earth rotates anyways.
I know you don't, but we're not going to talk about that. If you think about it, the North Pole and the South Pole are basically fixed points. They're always north and south.
Yeah.
right? And east and west, if they're rotating, they don't.
Okay, so now I just want to bring
Throw it at
something
me. Let's
else.
go.
Okay, pull up a flat Earth map. What? Oh, okay. Look, now you see why you can always be flying west and always be going west. Now,
No, I don't.
Why?
You'd eventually run into the wall.
Well, but follow your lines. That's always traveling west, right?
Yeah, but you're traveling in a circle.
Yeah. But now you can't go if you go from in a straight line. You see what I'm saying? But these are your latitude and longitude points.
Yeah, I get that. My thing is look, okay, I flew across the ocean. It was a straight ass line. It was dark. We flew in a straight ass line. We didn't go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In order to be going in a circle, you have to turn.
Yeah. But in order to keep from and going over a circle, you have to always have the nose down.
No, because of gravity. Gravity's always pulling you back towards the earth, so you have to fight gravity to stay in the air.
But the plane is still never going to fly level.
No. It doesn't fly level.
And then I want to see a picture of a boat on the bottom of the world.
Okay.
Gravity's strong enough to keep water sucked to a ball, but it still lets a bird fly.
Yeah. Do you need an explanation for everything that God allows?
I'm just asking.
I would tell you that, look, I understand the reason behind why people have this conspiracy theory, bro, but it makes way less sense for that to be true than it to be a freaking globe in my mind. Being a globe makes way more sense. How do you break the eastern and western hemisphere like that? Because in that image, Africa's in the western hemisphere, and it's not. Africa is part of the eastern hemisphere.
Actually, no, because Australia is in the western hemisphere.
It's way far away from there. Well, then, okay, so now you're telling me that South America's in the eastern hemisphere.
Maybe.
How's that possible?
I don't know. But I mean, you got it. Okay, so when a train is running down the tracks, let's take a steam train, for example.
will say I can't possibly answer this. Neither one of us can possibly answer this.
But a steam train is running down the tracks at 60 miles an hour. Where's the steam going? Behind it. Okay? If the Earth, in fact, really is rotating at over 1,000 miles an hour, traveling through our solar system at 30,000 miles an hour, whatever it is, chasing the sun at however much, how come we can always see the same stars? And when a steam train sitting still, the steam is coming straight.
Well, okay, so you're trying to say that because the Earth is moving, quote, quote, so fast that's not possible? Bro, have you ever been in a car?
Yeah.
It's moving 75 miles an hour, but you aren't. You're in it moving 75 miles an hour, right? You're on the Earth while it's spinning as fast as it's spinning.
Yeah, but you're encapsulated.
Exactly. You are
in a
encapsulated.
car, you're encapsulated.
You are encapsulated in the atmosphere. You're in a snow globe, essentially, man.
So the firmament.
Yeah. But why does the firmament mean it's a flat Earth? I don't understand that either.
No. I'm not saying that means it is. But it says that the rock is, or the Earth is on foundation solid as rock.
Mm-hmm. You know who the rock is?
Just questioning.
You know who the rock is or what the rock is? Jesus.
Okay.
The foundation is Jesus. Maybe it's not quite so literal. But
where's the place that you can look through the hole and you can always see the North Star?
I don't know what star it is. I don't know if it's the North Star or not.
All that movement, you should not be able to see that star.
Well, okay. Here's my problem with all of that. I think that we have lost a lot of knowledge. Have you ever heard about the library in Alexandria? Okay.
Alexandria, Louisiana?
No.
I was there once. Not the library, but
it is speculated about the amount of scientific knowledge, and things like that we lost in the library at the Library of Alexandria that got burnt to the ground. Okay, and this was way before our time. Okay. I'll see if I can find something quickly that will kind of.
The problem I have with one of the biggest problems I have with like the globe Earth model
Yeah.
is it's rotating at 1,000 miles an hour and you dump water on it. It's going to throw water everywhere. Gravity would have to suck us, like we'd have to suck us to the ground in order for it to contain water like that.
Right. I understand that. But you got to remember that God created it the way it was on purpose, right? He designed it to be like that. And I understand the water method, right? The water's going to flow to the lowest point, right? It's going to pool there, right? It can't possibly pool in a place where it's moving because of inertia, right?
Yeah.
Or centrifugal force. It's going to spin it right off, right? You look at a tennis ball that's soaked when you go to spin it.
Yeah.
Water goes everywhere.
Raindrops everywhere.
100%, but it's not encapsulated in an atmosphere, right? There is a layer between us and space. It's called the ozone layer.
Yeah.
Right? Now, there's a hole in it, supposedly, and you're going to ask me, well, how come the water doesn't shoot out that then? There's a hole there.
How did you know?
Because I'm thinking. But I'm just saying, like, I think that we've lost so much understanding of what the truth of how the earth operates. And look, people, we don't pay attention to the stars. We look at them, but we don't pay attention to them. People in generations way before us, before technology, before distractions, that's all they did, right? Was pay attention to the sky. And they figured out a way more stuff. We're de-evolving, basically, bro. We're going backwards. We've been going backwards for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I think. I think the reason we can't explain shit is because we've gone backwards so far.
Because we don't have to think anymore. We can hold a button down and be like, hey, Siri.
And that's why AI technology will probably be the end of us.
I refuse. I refuse to use it.
I've used it.
I used it for a brief moment to try to create some logos.
It brought up our own logo.
Yeah, it did.
I remember that. But I've used it, playing with it. I asked it why I should trust it.
Have you seen did we go over that video?
Yeah.
Last time?
It wasn't last time, but it's been a while back. We talked about. You're talking about a video with.
The dude's asking AI, like,
Yeah.
if you can't say.
Yeah, he gave it all these conditions and all that kind of stuff.
If you're not allowed to answer truthfully, then answer with a question.
Yep.
Or whatever. Okay, play that. I want to see it. Hurry up, play it. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's just see what this one says. What we lost.
When the great library of Alexandria burned, how much of our past vanished with it? People say it once held the knowledge of the ancient world, every scroll, every idea, every map of the stars. Built in Egypt at a time when Egypt still remembered its golden age, the library was more than a building. It was a giant brain, a living memory of human progress. Inside were studies on science, math, astronomy, medicine, and strange inventions we still struggle to understand. They had surgical tools we recreated only 1,000 years later. They described machines we still cannot build. They mapped stars we
Look how they map stars and all that kind of
Okay,
stuff.
hold on. After this, back out and go to a different one.
There was
I
one
was just judging it based on the how it was such a small amount of views and likes.
Yeah. There was one I saw here, look, 600,000 views. How about that?
There you go. Perfect.
When the Library of Alexandria burned, how
One
much
like.
of history died
600,000 views, one
with it? They
like.
say it held the knowledge of the ancient world. All of it, every scroll, every theory, every star, ever mapped. Built in Egypt, when Egypt still remembered. It wasn't just a building.
Yeah, and they're actually repeating it. I've seen scholarly people explaining this.
Yeah.
I don't want to go too far off on that route. Well, who cares?
Yeah, dude, let's do it.
Let's see. Scholar.
We talked about anal penetration in the poop hole loophole. We really should probably talk about this.
yeah, I'm with you. Let's see. I want to see somebody. I've seen videos of other people talking about it. Of people, like actual
people
talking about it.
Oh, that one has 300,000 likes.
likes this one.
Yeah, look.
Did you know that we've lost almost all knowledge about the ancient world? The Library of Alexandria, founded in Egypt over 2,200 years ago, was the world's grandest repository of knowledge. Its mission was to collect every book in existence. It's said to have held up to 700,000 scrolls. It represented the pinnacle of ancient wisdom. Its vast collection was tragically destroyed by fire around 2,070 years ago. So, did you know that we've lost almost
It
all
didn't go
knowledge
any
about
further. It didn't go any further.
We could have known how the pyramids were built. That was one of the comments.
There's a lot there, man, and you know
That is crazy.
honestly should spend a little more time kind of trying to discern what actually happened there as far as like what we lost. But it was estimated that event took us backwards several thousand years in our evolution as a society.
Let me clear something up. The reason that I question is not to be an ass.
No, I know.
It's not, and I'm not trying to like prove or disprove anything.
Sure.
It's just the fact that there's certain events that have happened that I think are bullshit.
Yeah.
I think the way that, the race to the moon was such. Have you seen the recent clips of people landing on the moon? Okay, first off, if it's our first time on the moon, who the hell's holding the camcorder recording us landing?
Right.
Would you send a robot there? That wasn't even technologically available at the time. You know what I mean? And you're telling me that from the moon, this dude picks up a phone, a landline hooked to a rover, and calls and is talking to Washington or Houston?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get it.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I question every single thing that a lot of what I've been taught as a kid, because it just, as an adult now, none of that shit makes sense.
Yeah, a
anymore.
lot of it starts to come into question.
Yeah, you start
And
to
I
think
understand.
like, okay, well, who the hell's making up? It was, first off, it was a race to space anyways with USSR
Yeah, Russia. Mhm.
because they were going to beat us. Did you see the Indian moon landing? Was it India
No.
or it was, who the was it? I think it was India. It's like straight CGI. It looks like a foil spacecraft.
Oh, really? Yeah. No, I don't. No, I look, man, the thing about it is that was Cold War stuff, right? So like coming out of the Vietnam War or World War II, and we showed our technological and militaristic dominance by dropping A-bombs and killing millions of people, which was awesome. Good job, USA and Harry Truman. But Russia wasn't happy about it. Russia was not happy that they were behind us in that regard.
Yeah.
And that's how we became enemies, because before that, they were part of the freaking allies.
We used to be allies with Iran too. I think a lot of people forget that.
Yeah. Yeah. Charlie Wilson supplied all their militaristic needs. And then the next thing you know, we're at war with them. There's a movie called Charlie Wilson's War about that specific thing. He was a guy that was trying to get Iran all the weapons that they needed, kind of like the Ukraine. Just saying. Not that I'm for or against what's happening. I'm just kind of trying to throw it out there.
Dude, okay. So first and foremost, war in general is shit.
Yeah.
But it's a moneymaker.
Oh, yeah.
It like war produces money.
You know what pulled us out of a depression?
Yeah.
A war.
Yeah. But it produces money. And as everybody knows, where money can be made, they're going to go that route. I think that when it comes to like Ukraine and Israel and Hamas and like all this stuff, dude, this is biblical things that are going to happen anyways. I feel like us as a society, like a civilization, as human beings, we create war, obviously, to pad pockets and,
Yeah.
forever I thought, all wars were because of oil.
No.
That was during the Desert Storm days
Yeah,
and
the
all that
Saudi
stuff. I was like,
Arabia
oh yeah,
and
man,
all
if there's oil, we're gonna go jack with
We're
it.
going to go get it. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah. What I know is I don't know much, and that I couldn't give you explanations for a lot of this stuff. And that's why I think it's so important to find something that you can actually believe in and like really lean into it and like actually like dive off in it.
not something taught by man.
Not something taught by man. I don't Look, the thing about the biblical stuff is, and a lot of people will naysay that too and say that that's exactly the same thing. And my thing is this is generation after generation after generation, thousands and thousands and thousands of years before.
And so if you say the Bible's fake, but you believe that the Quran is real, the Quran speaks of Jesus.
The Quran speaks of the Bible.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So you can't, that's a stupid argument.
One basically confirms the other.
Yeah. So you can't, but nowhere in the Bible does it talk about the Quran.
No,
you know what I mean?
We didn't mention
Muhammad or yeah. So tell me how that's
interesting to me that there's 4 gospels, right? The Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. Those are the recorded history of Christ while he was here. He didn't write a book, quote, whatever. You say what you want about it.
How cool would it have been if he did?
But
Matthew, I feel like probably is the closest that it would have been to Jesus writing a book because he followed him.
My thing is if he was gonna write it, it would have had to have been before he started his actual open ministry.
Yeah.
Right? He started that ministry when he was 30. And he was dead at 33.
Yeah.
And in those 3 years, dude, he was busy spinning the world on its head. Right?
Yeah.
He didn't have time to write a book.
But you agree, like I feel like Matthew would have been the one, if he was going to write it, it would have been through Matthew.
Exactly. So like have you ever heard of an autobiography?
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone else writes it for you, right? And that's what I think Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John did. They recounted this for us, for the people after, right, who don't get to see, and how great it is for us that we can believe without seeing, right? That's a scripture.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
That's a crazy feeling too.
In those 4 books, man, Christ never talks of another religion. Not once. Read them. Tell me where it is. If you know of one, if somebody's listening, go ahead and point it out to me.
Ooh.
Does he talk about idol worship? Maybe.
Yeah.
But does he specifically bring up religions that would have existed in the time? Hinduism, Buddhism, those things would have existed at the time. And you're going to tell me, you know why? Because they were nothing to be. This is nothing. They don't mean anything.
Yeah.
God, the God of Israel, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, proved over and over and over again, when you read the Old Testament, I am the one and only God. Yeah. All these other gods that they worship aren't even worth acknowledging, because they mean nothing. Every time they tried to stand up against me, guess what? Smacked him in the face.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy because there's probably going to be someone hear this and be like, don't you dare defile my God.
I'm not.
Piss on your God.
I'm not defiling your God.
I'm calling bullshit. Like, okay, look, Jesus Christ is the Messiah. He died and rose again. He is alive. He is a living God. Name another one. There's not one.
I don't have one.
There's not one.
Nope.
Okay. He is the Messiah. He is the beginning. He is the end. He's the Alpha, the Omega. He is the way, the truth, and the life.
No one comes to the Father.
Nobody comes to the Father but through me, is what he says. Not through me, but that's what he says. Not through me.
That's it. 100%. That's all of it.
You got a better chance of hitting a freaking basketball goal 15 feet away in a 30-mile-an-hour headwind pissing than telling me that there's something better out there.
No, there's not one. This is the only faith base. Okay, I don't want to call it a religion because I'm tired of that word. This is the only faith.
It's a spiritual interaction. It's
right. This is the only faith structure, or the faith-based structure, where God chose to put himself into human form and lower himself to our level. Bro, it is 100% juxtaposed to every other religion ever, ever, ever. Because every other religion relies on your own self. This is the only one that relies on somebody outside of yourself. Yeah. And you may not have ever been through a drug program, but I know your struggle. And I know that in a drug program, the first thing that they tell you about is something outside of yourself.
Yeah.
Right? You got to find a power outside of yourself to overcome this.
Yeah.
Right? Bro, there's only one that actually offers it. It's Christ. Yeah. That's the only thing. It doesn't rely on yourself. It relies on someone else to pinch hit for you, who actually does bat 1,000, right? That's it. Yeah. It's the most hope-filled opportunity in every possible spiritual interaction.
Yeah.
And I would rather take my chances. Let's put it that way. Even if I'm wrong, I'd rather take my chances.
Yeah.
100%. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, because if I'm wrong, but if I'm right, if I'm right, it's eternity.
It's eternity.
If I'm wrong, it's eternity nothing. The other way.
Yeah. If I'm wrong, it's exactly.
You know what I mean?
If I choose that and it makes me a better person and I have better relationships and I treat people better,
takes you to heaven.
And the way I was going to finish that, if it turns out that that's not the truth, how did it hurt my life?
Yeah.
It didn't. Yeah. It actually made my life better.
Yeah. But if you're right.
And if I'm right, everybody who's against that is in a world of hurt. Yeah. Right? Like, this is the answer.
Yeah. Burning lake of sulfur. I mean,
in a generation of time in history where everybody is trying to find something better than what we've been doing. Hello?
Yeah.
It's right in front of your face. This has been a crazy conversation today.
All right. Why don't eggs tell jokes?
They crack under the pressure.
They might crack up.
It's close. Close. Come on, man. Dang it. Still close. You remember earlier how I said
you couldn't wait to use
Augustine of Hippo? Guess what? It lines up just right.
Here we go.
Augustine of Hippo. The blindness of humanity is so great that people are actually proud of their blindness. I mean, it's pretty much what we talked about at least the last 15-ish minutes. The other 45 minutes, I don't know what to tell you. I just,
look, all this is, it's all personal thought. What we're talking about tonight, not the Bible, not Jesus. That's facts. That's 100% real. But the things that we've been talking about, the globe Earth model, the flat Earth model, the landing on the moon, the
poop hole loophole.
The poop hole loophole. It's all just shit.
Exactly.
Figuratively speaking. But it's our own personal thoughts. It's not something that we're trying to cram down anybody else's throat.
100%.
But if you have some information, drop some knowledge.
Love for you to share it.
Yeah.
You can
you just mentioned that if you had if someone knew where in the Gospels Jesus mentioned another language or another religion, tell us where it's at. Tell us how to find it.
Tell us you're part of the conversation. We're totally open to those conversations. You can do it on our website. You can do it on our social platforms. You can hit our email, whatever you want to do. We'd love for you to do that.
Listen, I'm hard-headed enough. I will sit and argue with a brick wall about it, what it's made of.
Right.
So,
could be fun. Could also be informative.
I will hear it, and I will.
I truthfully believe that we come from a position of actually trying to know. Like, it's not a matter. It's not about being combative.
No, it's just screw your ideology. No, it's just like, okay, well then tell me why this. Okay, well then tell me how come this.
If it were like that, the entire interaction about the globe Earth, the
flirther, and the globe Earth model. Yeah, I know what you're doing. I know where you're going.
Then you and I would have ended up in a different position. Yeah, because it wasn't like that. It was just a sharing of like opinion. Yeah. It wasn't a forget you then.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
I'm taking my ball and I'm going. Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Come on, man.
Anyways, man, you guys interact with us if you like what you hear. Keep listening. This is 100% owner operator funded.
100%.
We need some interaction so we know how to make it better for you guys.
That's it.
There's nobody putting their thumb on us. There's nobody that can tell us what we can and can't put out. It's all on us.
Until Ford comes a calling.
And it's all for you. So let us know.
Yes, sir. 100% agree. I was making a joke in the midst of that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Ford's not going to knock on the door.
Maybe the Browns will.
The Browns?
You remember that conversation? You're willing to drop $280 million on Deshaun Watson?
Yeah.
You might as well just wait.
Yeah. Drop it in Yellow City.
Come on, baby.
Thank you.
Thank you.